somehow it seems disaster struck justice for Mohbad. Why am I saying this? Apart from the lawyers that attend the inquest, we have what they call the legal team. These are the part list and hosts on different platforms. These people give updates here and there, and they are the ones that also compel people to donate. As it is right now, there is a big problem. So we have Yomi Fabi on one side, we have Karimo Nwan's sister also. Now, there is a big issue, a big problem. It has turned to yam, pepper, scatter, scatter. Everything has turned upside down. So, certain people do not want Yomi Fabi to make the CCTV available through himself, while some want the CCTV to be made possible, but by using Yomi Fabi. I'm talking of a man who we've come to realize is not even Mohbad's relative. The man called Muyiwa is not related to Mohbad's father. He is not an Aloba. He has nothing to do with them. He is known to Mohbad's father. So somehow he got himself on board, trying to act like he is more educated, and of course he lives in the US. But I'm kind of wondering, to what end? What exactly is this thing? Why is it that everyone that seemed to be on board, they have all splitted into different factions? We have one faction that is liaising with the team. We have another faction that is liaising with the legal team. We have one faction that is, everyone is operating solo, like a kind of disjointed disorientation is what is going on right now. Yomi Fabi used to operate with a lady called Yeye Kudi. They actually even came about the idea of CCTV, or let's connect to Mohbad's house and say distance between Koramed Hospital, this and that. Now, Yomi Fabi does not hang out with them anymore, because that group, you will find the legal team there. Then we have some group, they call themselves the Avengers. They have the General, Honorable. They have different titles. They also connect with a lady called Comfy. Now we have the Mommy JJ. I'm talking of Karimo. She has her own faction now. They are all divided in splinters. And we have another one called the Olori Ebi. They are all divided in splinters. Everyone divided, disjointed, not communicating properly together. Everyone giving each other some kind of I dare you, you don't dare me. All of a sudden, it seems nobody is talking about Nwan anymore. What exactly is going on? Let us find out in this video. Like and share. Tap on the subscribe button.
Ìyẹn bá ń sọ yẹn lèmi ṣe bá package wípé èmi ò expect CCTV camera, mo expect bóyá wọ́n fi fóònù ya evidence kan bóyá òun náà fẹ́ gbà.
Yeah, so now, if let me put it to everyone, if we say we're expecting a footage anywhere, you should be expecting two, and this is the reason why you should be looking for two. The first footage you might be looking for would be the one on the outside of the house. So if we are able to face it, I've been able to leg back. But only reactivities in the compound when the boy actually died. That way you're saying wale, touching jade, only put time to eat. That's the only thing a neighbor will be able to provide for you. No this and no peace. Now, the second footage, it might be one of the 15 culprits in the house to phone record there. No, to phone no carry because he had downloaded the DVR and all that. No phone to take off monitor camera in here. But it is if you see Mohbad's phone, or if you happen to see his iCloud, or if you happen to see Wumi's phone, that is when we can trace this evidence to them. However, Sherry Lara 115 tó kù tó wà ní inú ilé yẹn, ìgbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀, they might have used their phone to record the event of things as well. But okay, let me use this and keep it to exonerate myself. Now, this is the two ways. Tikini Ishimawa Shele. Teba CCTV footage ita helpful. It might be able to put a time and date to it. Say, okay, this is actually when the event of things happened in that house for real. Which is number one. Number two, tí a bá tún wá rí ti inú ilé tí èèyàn kọ́kọ́ fi phone record or phone olóògbé, it's going to help in the sense that pé tí ìyẹn bá wá jáde síta, ó máa wá force ọwọ́ ọlọ́pàá àti ìjọba pé àṣírí ti tú. What we're trying to bury, pé àfẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí, wọ́n ti rí. They won't be able to face with the public and tell us that, okay, even with this evidence we're able to produce, lè ṣe nǹkan kan sí still. It would be a big shame and a national disgrace on them. So, if anybody is promising you a CCTV or a recording, it's going to be in two places. It's not going to be one from the streets. It's going to be one from the main inside. And number two concern, tell me what concern though, Latisne, or Nigeria. If a case goes to high court or it goes before a judge, there are some instances that many cases where a judge, even though the evidence might be so incriminating, judge but at times they dismiss it. Do you know the reason why? One must be evidence why people were admissible because it was not legally obtained by the right channel. This is a homicide case. Right? Any of the individual can foundation can bó ṣe fẹ́ ẹ
má tí doubt ẹjọ́ ẹ má bá.
mo fẹ́ ro àwọn tó bá sọ pé àwọn ti rí kíní tí inú ilé gangan tó ti rí. So this seems to be useful for us at the end of the day. Kí wọ́n má fi èlò ìlú òyìnbó fi kó wa ní omi ọbẹ̀ jẹ́ pé okay, it is not obtained through the right channel. Gbogbo àwọn tó bá ti rí ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé kíní yìí ẹ rí for real. And let the right authority, let us force their hands to be the one to lift it and obtain
all
it.
Right. Thank you very much. Àná mo pè ẹ́, mo dábọ̀ wàhálà, mo dábọ̀ everything pé kí bá má sí wàhálà. Bó nítorí pé o mọ̀ mí tẹ́lẹ̀ ní tó bá mọ̀ mí tẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn tó mọ̀ mí pé láti solution náà máa ń pè mí. Kò sí nǹkan tí mi ò ṣe lánàá pé kó bá má jà. Wọ́n ló sọ pé o fẹ́ tẹ́rẹ̀ lọ́rùn, o dẹ̀ ti tẹ́rẹ̀ lọ́rùn. Mo dẹ̀ ti fẹ́lẹ̀ kó tẹ́rẹ̀ lọ́rùn. So èmi náà fẹ́ tẹ́ra mi lọ́rùn níbí báyìí. So we right tí wọ́n náà ní láti fi tẹ́rẹ̀ lọ́rùn. Èmi náà ní láti fi tẹ́ra mi lọ́rùn. So èmi náà fẹ́ tẹ́ra mi lọ́rùn. Mo ṣàgbọ́ gbogbo ṣó tẹ́ ṣe lánàá. Tẹ́ bú mi tẹ́ ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Wọ́n bú mi lórí platform tó wá sọ́dọ̀ mi. Àná mi ò lè ṣerú ẹ̀ ó dájú tó bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. That is that about that. Mi má change show mọ́ mi lọ́wọ́. Nǹkan tó bá fẹ́ sọ ni kò sọ. Mo lọ síbẹ̀ rárá.
Ọ̀rọ̀ kàwé ìgbà tí ẹ drop ọ̀rọ̀ iná ni mo fẹ́ bèèrè lọ yín pé.
Mi ò má lọ síbẹ̀ rárá mi bí ṣe mo ṣe wù mí ni mo ṣe yẹn. Mo fẹ́ dá dúró mi. Ta ọfà. Èmi compose ara mi pé kọ́fà wọn bá má mú mi. Lèmi ṣe kí o ní peace. Èmi náà ò gbádùn tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Tó bá pé bí n ṣe gbádùn ní ọfà yẹn tún affect mi nǹkan àti bàjẹ́ gan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn people yìí ìyá Kàrímọ́ tó kúrò ní Amẹ́ríkà tó lọ Nàìjíríà ẹ rò pé lásán ló lọ ṣe Nàìjíríà ni.
Lọ parí iṣẹ́.
Ìyá tó jẹ́ pé òun ló bí ẹ ìwọ náà tó wá farálẹ̀ kí iṣẹ́ lè dáhùn lára ẹ. Ó wá lọ fẹ́ fún ẹ ní ẹran kórìíra. Ó wá sọjí ẹran kórìíra. Ipe kọ́ máa kórìíra ọ̀tá ẹ. Ó wá sọjí. Àbúrò pé ìyá tó ń kó fún gbọ̀tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀ òun náà máa dákẹ́. No, ṣóun náà máa dákẹ́. Ìyá tó jẹ́ òun ló tún dẹ̀jẹ̀ lé ẹ lórí. Ló ń bá jà. Olówó á dúró bẹ́ẹ̀ ló wá jẹ́ pé ó wá ń bá anybody jà. Ó wá sẹ́ni tó lè bá jà. Èmi ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Mò ń pè padà. àwọn kan tó ti wá ń sọ lórí iṣẹ́ pé tèmi gan bá wá fún èmi gan á gba wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀ ṣé wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀ yín lè dẹ́rù bèmí ni wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀ yín lè dẹ́rù bà mí.
Brọ́lá tí ẹ má bínú.
ẹjọ ẹ má bínú.
tó bá kọjá yìí ni tèmi gan bá wá fún Kàrímọ́ kí mo fẹ́ lọ ṣe lọ́dọ̀ Kàrímọ́ mi ò lè wá fún Kàrímọ́ kò ṣẹ̀ mí kí ni máa kàn déédé mo wá fún Kàrímọ́ mi ò tọrọ ọkọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
Brọ́lá tí ẹ má bínú ẹjọ́ mo fi orúkọ Ọlọ́run bẹ̀ yín mo fi ọjọ́ tí mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní tẹ̀lé yín mo fi ọjọ́ náà bẹ̀ yín nìyẹn ẹjọ́ mo
nǹkan tó fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀
ẹjọ́ Brọ́lá tí mo bẹ̀
kó má
yín
jà
mo
ní
fi
ó ti lọ
orúkọ
jà ó
Ọlọ́run
ti
bẹ̀
lọ
yín
jàjà tó fẹ́ jẹ́ ó ti win
mo fi orúkọ
ó
Ọlọ́run
dẹ̀
bẹ̀
ti
yín
fún
Brọ́lá tí mo
láwọ̀d ṣọ́ ti
bẹ̀
fún
yín
láwọ̀d
ẹ má bínú.
láwọ̀d ìjà tó jà
mo bẹ̀ yín Brọ́lá tí mo bẹ̀ yín
Brọ́lá tí ẹjọ ẹ má bínú.
wọ́n tó rí nǹkan tá a rí pé nǹkan ń
mo
bọ̀
fi ọlá ọjọ́ tí mo ti mọ̀ yín ọlá ọjọ́ tí mo ti ń tẹ̀lé yín tí mi ò dẹ̀ padà mo fi ọlá ọjọ́ yẹn bẹ̀ yín Brọ́lá tí.
wọ́n ń ṣaṣẹ́ lórí ẹ̀ àwọn pípọ̀ yìí ṣaṣẹ́ wọn ọ̀bẹ mú ẹ ìjà lásán ní wọ́rọ́pọ̀ ń jà ni yóò wọ́n pé jà lásán ló ń jà dey play ìjà lásán lórúkọ ń jà ọ̀dàrí ìjà lórúkọ ń jà dey play gidi ni.
ẹ má jẹ́ kó sọ pé nǹkan táwọn fẹ́ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ torí orí pláfọ́ọ̀mù yìí tó ń wà yẹn orí pláfọ́ọ̀mù yìí tó ń wà yẹn òun ni problem òun ni ìṣòro wọn. ẹ má fún wọn lọ́rọ̀ sọ ìjọ.
tó tún lọ jà tó lọ ń bá àwọn èèyàn jà káàkiri èmi ò ń jà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mo ní láti package ara mi. kí ló sọ yìí n bá ń ṣe bá jẹ́ bí ṣe ń ṣe kiri nìyẹn wàá sì wà pẹ̀lú mi ni àbí èmi ò rí nǹkan tó bẹ́ mi inú lórí bí inú tèmi ń dùn ni gbogbo ló ń ṣe fracas.
ní Kàrímọ́ ń ṣe kì í ṣe kó dájọ́ sí.
fracas ló ń ṣe ìwọ gbogbo ní fracas.
ọba ìṣí lórí social media aláwọ̀ àtìbà ó lè gbafẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó lè lọ́kọ́ ẹ̀ kúrò lé ó lè gbọmọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
Prince o ọ̀rọ̀ sọ́jọ́ lọ́wọ́ gbọgbọrọ tí mo sọ ṣé mo parọ́ lé lórí sà.
ọlọ́gbọgbọrọ lọ́dọ̀ Prince ní ìlú yìí 6 months ó jẹ́ èdè ni.
ṣé ọlọ́wọ́ gbọgbọrọ fojú mi hàn máa bó kí n tó finish ẹ̀.
tó bá ń báyọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ kéèyàn gbọ́ kì í ṣe pé ẹnu mi ta mo lè sọ̀rọ̀ lórí social media wọ́n á ba ayé èèyàn jẹ ni ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó ba ayé ẹ̀ jẹ́ o.
àmín
kó ya ṣọ́ra gan ni orí social media ilé ayé ọ̀tọ̀ ni.
mi ì dẹ̀ fẹ́ kílé ẹ dàrú ọlọ́run máa kọ́ lọ́ọ́ máa dàrú.
ọlọ́mọ òkùnkùn lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run jàjà social media.
ẹ ṣe gan ẹ ṣe sá lọ́wọ́ oúnjẹ ọmọ lọ bá Lizzy Anjorinjà lọ́wọ́ nǹkan tó fojú èmi àtàwọn ọmọ mi rí lọ́wọ́ nǹkan tó fojú èmi àtàwọn ọmọ mi rí èmi gan ẹ̀rù bà èmi gan fún ara mi ẹ̀rù bà mí mo jẹ́ ń tù wá lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ni nígbà tó yálé mi tó ẹ ló tàtẹ́mi ẹ̀ bá gbé ńgbà yẹn.
má dá lóhùn ṣé ẹni tó ṣẹ̀dẹ̀ láti pé
tàtẹ́mi ẹ̀ bá gbé
èyí tóun àti yíká jọ fà tóun àti dọ̀kásì jọ fà ṣé wọ́n ti ṣe tán.
adìẹ dákun ta ní ń jẹ́ Wùmí ọmọ Tálákì ọmọ àtàpátá jìde tí bàbá rẹ̀ ò jẹ́ nǹkan kan nínú ayé tí ìyá rẹ̀ ò jẹ́ nǹkan kan nínú ayé. bí ò bá sí ọlá Mohbad nínú ayé Wùmí ta ló mọ Wùmí ṣé Wùmí jẹ́ èèyàn nínú ayé ni owó Mohbad ni Wùmí ń jẹ ọlá Mohbad ni Wùmí ń jẹ olórí burúkú ọ̀lẹ́ olè àtòbòjẹ́ olóbó pàǹpà ológbò bí òbò mọ́ngò òbò ti fẹ̀ ojú ló yọ̀ǹgì ọmọ òfò olómi lábẹ́ bíi tẹ́mì ẹgbẹ́ àwọn náà ní máa ń ra àwọn ẹgbẹ́ olórí burúkú ẹ ti dá mọ́ wọn wọ́n yàtọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ bá ti wo gìgísẹ́ olórí burúkú àwọn tẹ́mì yẹn ẹ ti mọ̀ páyé wọn ti ṣá málámálá ẹ lè fọ̀dà gan rìpíẹ́rì sí rẹ̀ olórí burúkú ẹ̀ mọ̀ kọ̀m̀pìẹ́ sí English tèmi sí tiyín ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ sì gbé èbò náà léléyìí ọpọlọ yín ó ti jọba ẹ̀ nílàkà ẹ̀ out of your English is a nonsense. olórí burúkú Wùmí tó kàwé tó ní sátífíkẹ́tì wàá máa gbá see who is talking to Wùmí ká dá fún Wùmí ká yẹ Wùmí ká yẹ ya Wùmí ká yẹ ẹran rẹ̀ ká yẹ bàbá ẹ̀ ká yẹ olórí ẹbí ilé wọn. Ayọ̀ olórí ẹbí Wùmí olórí burúkú iṣẹ́ wo ni Wùmí ń ṣe Wùmí ti tu owó jọ tó fi àgùn rẹ̀ tó làgùn tó ṣiṣẹ́ ìwé olórí burúkú tó kà àti sàtífíkẹ́tì ikú tó gbélé lọ́wọ́ ṣé Wùmí ti fi ṣiṣẹ́ kó ka 5 million 10 million 20 million rí ká yẹyìn ẹ̀ ní jèrè tẹ́mi platform ẹ wà máa fi èmi ọkùnrin bí obìnrin ẹ máa fi kọ̀m̀pí èmi olórí burúkú kírímínà criminal of forgot matter olórí burúkú tó kàwé tí ò kọ́gbọ́n orí ọmọ òfò bàyéjẹ́ ọ̀dàyẹrú òmórírun dúdú asọ́pọ̀ mọ́ funfun èmi àti Wùmí bí n bá pàdé Wùmí wọ́n náà wọ́n máa fọ́yà ẹ̀ lójú máa gúnyà ẹ̀ máa gún mi máa gúnyà ẹ̀ máa gúnra mi àbí Wùmí fẹ́ pasá ayé ni àbí Wùmí ò fẹ́ jèrè ni Wùmí ò tó slippers mi ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú tẹ́mì ó lọ sí ó ní kù bí omi àmú olórí burúkú ọ̀sẹ̀kẹ́ papọ̀ bí búrẹ́dì àgègè níjọ jèrè papọ̀ àti Wùmí ẹ̀yin àti Ingilisi yẹn jọ rárí ayé ni àsẹ́ǹsì tí wọ́n dá mọ́ yín ìyá yín sì rè ìwọ̀nba tí mò ń kọ́ tó bá ní ká lọ mú ìyá yín bọ́ta ìyá yín ò lè kọ́ ìwọ̀nba tí mò ń kọ́ ìmọ̀ Ingilisi is better than yàrá yá ẹ kẹ́mi my Ingilisi yàrí ò lè sọ go and come èmi sì lè sọ go come sit down here eat I want to poo I want to go and sleep ó ń sí èrè ni ọwọ́ ọmọ fẹ̀mí ṣe comparison pẹ̀lú olórí burúkú ọmọ tó gba certificate kú ọmọ tó drop out tó lọ yá aṣọ graduation tó wọ̀ tó fi ṣe photoshoot ẹ̀ níjọ soríire papọ̀ tẹ́mi platform aṣáná ò ní jèrè ó máa kúkú oró ni ìbànújẹ́ ó máa wọnú ilé ti ṣẹpẹtẹ́rì ìyàwó bàbá jẹgẹjẹgẹ ìyàwó bàbá jẹgẹjẹgẹ ṣẹpẹtẹ́rì pàdé bàbá jẹgẹjẹgẹ olórí burúkú jẹgẹjẹgẹ pàdé jògòjògò àwọn olòṣì àwọn nǹka ọ̀dájú ní jèrè Wùmí tó bá bí yàrá yẹ èmi àti ẹwọ́ náà wọ̀ bọ́ ọba ṣèbò ń fèbò bayé rẹ̀ jẹ ni. Can you speak English more than me? Are you mad or crazy? Are you mad or crazy? O lọ yunifásitì òfin ṣe ń tó dáa olórí burúkú ara yín kọ̀rẹ́ntì English tẹ́ ń sọ àti gbogbo táìpù náà ìgbésí ayé yín náà orí TikTok lórun sí ọmọ inú yín lẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún ti san sálárì fún yín ẹ̀rí pẹ́ ti ya wèrè ẹ̀rí pẹ́ ti mẹ́ẹ̀dì Wùmí ò stand ibi tẹ́mi bá ti ń sọ èbó orí yín burú ni how can you compare me with Wùmí o akọkọjayé how ẹmọ ní Ingilisi mi ò kọrẹ́ẹ̀tì olórí nígbà mo wá sórí kí ló dé tẹ̀yìn ò gbé mi sókè èmi ò fọ́ fún yàláyà yín ṣebí paparí àánú òun tí ẹ mọ́ ń gbó lórí burúkú ara yín sókè bí tó yẹ ká ẹ ti mọ̀ pé ẹ lé àṣẹ ẹ ti ẹ lé tẹ́mi platform àṣẹ ẹ ti ẹ lé ẹ wo bẹ ṣe ń fẹsẹ̀ halẹ̀halẹ̀ níwájú ọmọge aṣáná lórílẹ̀ ó dìgòbe ẹ wo sisi ológe ọlọ́mú lọ́rùn ó ti fàyà gbé ẹ pàṣán ni tó bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ́ gbé mi sókè lọ́jọ́ yẹn ni màá kọ́kọ́ ṣàdúrà tó dáa fún yín náà kí n tó fi èpè àti búrókì ayé kí n tó fi báyé platform yín jẹ́ olórí burúkú àṣẹ́ǹsì òsì tẹ́ ẹgbẹ́rù bá sì pa àwọn ìyá yín nìsín wọn lè kọ́ sínúbù wọn lè kọ́ tán. ó wá yẹn how can this one communicate if they call parent meeting ó mọ̀ pé wọ́n ló máa ń bá mi extend wọ́n ló máa ń bá mi extend ń bẹ̀ wọ́n ló máa ń bá mi reply sí wọn tó bá ti bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú tẹ́ ẹ̀ nílàka ẹ̀ mọ̀ má ta mọ̀ Wùmí tó kàwé kí ló fi dà ó padà ya criminal ni anini alọ́kọ́ ló ń kígbe ọ̀pọ̀ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ lẹ́kúnjayé òfò ọmọ àdánù kí gbogbo yín kẹ́yìn ẹ̀kàwé tó yan ẹgbọ́n Ingilisi kẹ́ mọ́ ríṣẹ́ gidi fi ṣe kẹ́ mọ́ dé táìmù ọ̀run kẹ́ jókòó ní ọ́fíìsì kẹ́ ẹ ti di báírò mú kọ́wọ́ yín ti gan kẹ́ ẹ dé lálẹ́ gà tí ọpẹ́rẹ́tì fóònù gan yóò di wàhálà fún yín ní ẹwà mọ́ yẹn yín ẹwà educated ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹwà educated ẹwà low your mentality is a nonsense lórí burúkú ẹ sàmọ wà ń tẹ́ fẹ́ fi léèlì èèyàn ń tẹ́ fi búlí èèyàn ń tẹ́ fi sọ̀rọ̀ sí èèyàn àràbù olórí burúkú tí ó dùn ẹ mọ wáká àfíàsì aláfàásì lẹ́mọ kojú bọ̀ tẹ́bi tẹ́yìn gan jókòó sí bọ́yá púpù bẹ́ẹ̀ àmọ́ tẹ́mi platform àti Pinky ibi tẹ́ ẹ jókòó sí ẹ̀ǹdẹ̀ pampasì ni wọ́n ti do yín bọ́dẹ̀ do wọ́n kì bọ́ yín lójú ara wọ́n ti kì bọ́ yín fúrọ̀ ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú tẹ́ ẹ̀ mọ́ kókó làrún gbogbo kórúnrún ni gbogbo kó jíjẹ ni kí ló dé wọ́n ṣe pé pọ́nrán fún yín ni àti Wùmí pọ́nrán tí Wùmí jẹjẹjẹjẹ tó fi bímọ ọmọ àlè tí ò mẹ́ni tó na ọmọ fídíò kan gbogbo wa la rí fídíò yẹn tó sọ pé you and Liam you no even concern about Liam and me tí Mohbad sọ pé do you tell us the secret behind the beautiful boy Can you imagine? Ẹ lọ wo rìhásó olórí burúkú ọmọ òfò yẹn. Ó lanú ni tó wá ṣe yín bẹ́ẹ̀, ó wá wà á tàbí ẹran sunsun. Olórí burúkú. Ọ̀bàyéjẹ́ ọ̀bọ̀rún jẹ́. No justice, no peace for the wicked.
Kọ́ máa wá sí online wá sọ fún wa nìkan àwa tá a wà online kọ́ la rán wọn níṣẹ́. Are you getting my opinion?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ mo wà ní.
Wọ́n lè máa ṣe.
Mo gbọ́n gbà yẹn
sọ fún wa yín o mí pé wọn ò ṣe. Are you getting me? So ti CCTV ọwọ́ Yomi, mo dẹ̀ ní ìdí CCTV ọwọ́ ti Yomi. Gbogbo sùúrù tí n bá máa ní ni màá lọ apply sùúrù, kọ́lọ́n fún mi ní sùúrù tí màá lè ní láti fi lè rí CCTV ọwọ́ bọ̀dá Yomi. All we need to do for him is to support him. Ìbá jẹ́ financially, a ready láti support yẹ. Tó bá gba financially náà tí fídíò yọ, èmi àti bọ̀dá Yomi a jọ mú nǹkan lẹ̀.
Well, I hope they all come on board. And also, importantly, whoever it is that says I have information or I have access or I can connect should do that appropriately rather than these shenanigans. Enough is enough. For those who might think social media or the public is not important in getting justice for Mohbad, such a person is not thinking appropriately because as it is right now, for the past 8 months of the inquest till 9, we have not gotten any leeway, nothing that has shown or proven that it will be taken to the trial court. What the prosecutor, the Nigerian police wanted to do was to quickly drag spending. They wanted to drag spending. Spending is the guy, the dude who had, according to what we heard, given the phone number of a nurse that he claimed had treated him. And this nurse is still not visible yet. She has not attended the inquest for once. Can you believe it? I was hoping that the nurse would be the first amongst others that would have been brought to the inquest instead of these shenanigans. Well, the last inquest before the so-called Bankole and Smith thing that came up, the last inquest, well, the lawyer of the nurse came, but the nurse did not come. It is important that we deal with this part. Also, there are talks here and there that Karimo knows nothing. She has no information. She's just fooling people. She's into this for fracas. She's not really ready to go all the way. The truth of the matter is this. Karimo simply U-turned because she was not finding the spot that she needed to create a niche in when she was with her sister's group. And secondly, she was not appreciated as she wanted to be appreciated. She was not given the crown and put on the top to be the commander-in-chief of their armed forces. Also, she was not getting that support from her family. What do I mean? I mean, they were not carrying her along as she expected. She felt like, I'm ready to sacrifice for you guys. I'm ready to go all the way for you guys. But I need to know. But they are afraid of letting her know because they know also that she is somebody that might not be on their side. And considering the internal crisis they have as a family, they are not willing to carry her along. She has not shown enough to them to believe that she's going to be part of their wickedness. So, therefore, they needed to keep her in the dark, or let's say in the gray. She's neither in the light, neither is she in the dark. She's just kept in between. And this got her upset. She's not happy about it. And since she had given money and time to whatever it is, and it is not working, and when she even tried to defend Wunwon, lie on her behalf, although she said, all what I said is what I was told. It's not that she does not have sense anyway. So she realized that they were not appreciative of what she's doing. Wunwon will quickly come out to debunk whenever she goes overboard. So she felt, well, it seems these people are not worth fighting for. Before we could say Jack Robinson, she started appearing on several platforms that were for justice for Mohbad. And before you know it, she started talking. Before you know it, she got her own page to talk. Before you know it, she started saying she's going to drop bombshell. But people have been waiting for so long. There are only 4 things that came out of her mouth that we are only aware of, 3 or 4 things that came out of her mouth. And these things came, there is so much distance between the updates. So people really felt like, no, this Karimo, you are just looking for an opportunity to hurt or attack your family or beat your family to stupor because of what you believe they've done. You have said a lot of things about your mother, which we are not saying you should not say. And as it is, people want what we give them justice for Mohbad. They want you to fragile, like tear it apart. They are not interested in this your rant and fight, over my mother is this, my mother is that. It's the same thing that Mohbad's mother is also doing. Rather than now focusing on justice for Mohbad, she is more focused on the talk about her ex-husband and the alleged atrocities and the other woman and the other one. It's the same thing with Karimo too. So the demise of Mohbad is used to score a point. The same thing with Shekpeteri. I'm talking of Iyabo Ojo. She used the demise of Mohbad to fight her own perceived enemy, and that enemy is Naira Marley, for not playing ball with her daughter, for not making her daughter fall into the position that she wanted, rather than getting her daughter into a Nigerian man. Her daughter has to now go all the way to Tanzania, you see. So Naira Marley was requesting for what should not be requested for, such as 3 and some, that kind of thing, like mommy, daughter, and I don't know where else. Anyway, this is what it is. This is what it is. And we have some people who are also demanding for accountability from Yomi Fabiyi. They believe that Yomi Fabiyi is not being truthful, that Yomi Fabiyi is lying, that Yomi Fabiyi, all of a sudden, you hear what Olori Ebi is saying, all of a sudden, he's trying to criticize Yomi Fabiyi. These were people that were together, flowing in line. It seems they are on the same page. Can you see how fast, all of a sudden, enmity could be gotten, and innuendos, insinuations, and some kind of cryptic back and forth is being dropped. Can you imagine? That's the kind of world we are. This is the type of world that we are. Yomi Fabiyi does not go to them anymore. He has created a space for himself. He's on his own page talking the same way other people are talking, and they say Yomi Fabiyi is talking too much. This world is full of mystery. And all of a sudden, Yomi Fabiyi is talking too much. He's talking too much. Well, what we need is justice for Mohbad, and the way to go about it is simple. Let whoever it is that has evidence produce such ASAP. ASAP, produce it ASAP. Whatever way, whatever way, let it be put out there. It doesn't matter. Once it is out there, it will be used in the court of law. They are not going to say because this CCTV or this footage is in the public domain, it will not be admissible in the court of law. It will be proven and shown to everybody. Because Yomi Fabiyi is saying, if this thing leaks, there will be unrest in Nigeria. The police will be attacked, and he doesn't want to be part of it. He has already talked about the anonymous dropping of it. If he had kept his mouth shut, having realized, I'm now being serious now. If Yomi Fabiyi realized that it seems certain people are unwilling to get the CCTV footage out, then look for an indirect way of putting the footages out there publicly. Simple as ABC. There's no need beating around the bush. There's no need beating around the bush. I do understand the complexity of it. He is also being careful. He knows what and what is attached to it. And of course, he might even have certain limitations. He might be speaking in a way that appears as if he has a lot to offer. He might not have all of this to offer. Regardless, we have to focus on the most important. Rather than putting energy on Yomi Fabiyi, this is common sense. And you heard from what Olori Ebi and some people said, that there is a possibility that the legal team are working behind the scene on how to get what they need to get. This thing does not even require one person, Yomi Fabiyi. This is common sense. This is a street that has cameras. I even wonder why Mohbad's father is not even thinking clearly. You already, Mohbad's father, I'm speaking to you now. You went to your son's house. You said you saw pull off. You saw blood. You didn't record nothing. Let's say you don't have a good phone that can record at that time. Now, you hear that they say camera. Why don't you go to that house? Go to that street. Why don't you move around that street? Why don't you go look at cameras available? Looking in the direction of that house. Why didn't you think of that, Mr. Mohbad? Not just, I don't get it. Why don't you go there and look? Why don't you call the people that were with Mohbad that are with you? Like, which house and which house has camera? All right. Why don't you go there? Go to that house. Go to that house. Huh? Beg them on your knees. Say today, oh, you have brought an IT person. You need access to the CCTV footage. Let there be a thorough investigation. Unfortunately, Mohbad's father is not even doing it. All they are talking of is DNA coroner inquest and donation. We want something sensible. We need that. We cannot continue to be running around circle. Donation. And I'll tell you, like I told you, I don't think anyone is ready to donate anymore. As it is right now, nobody is donating to anything. That's the truth of it. They are not going to donate to anything. The only time, that's what I'm thinking, that there will be any kind of talk about donation will be if CCTV is going to be assessed. Nobody is donating to anything anymore. It is all, this is the end of the journey.